Welcome to aminacademy.com. In astronomy, let us discuss about the lunar surface. If you look at the moon through the telescope, you can see that it is covered by impact craters of all sizes. The most conspicuous of the moon surface features, those that can be seen with the unaided eye and that make up the feature often called the man in the moon, or vast splotches of darker lava flows. Centuries ago, early lunar observers threw that the moon had continents and oceans and that it was a possible abode of life. They called the dark areas seas, that is Maria in Latin. In contrast, the land areas between the seas are not named. Thousands of individual craters have been named, however, mostly for great scientists and philosophers. Among the most prominent craters are those named for Plato, Copernicus, Tycho, and Kepler. Galileo only has a small crater, however, reflecting his low standing among the Vatican scientists who made some of the first lunar maps. We know today that the resemblances of lunar features to terrestrial ones is superficial. Even when they look somewhat similar, the origins of lunar features such as craters and mountains are very different from their terrestrial counterparts. The moon's relative lack of internal activities together with the absence of air and water make most of its geological history unlike anything we know on Earth. For the detail, we'll discuss now. The lunar surface is primarily characterized by a thick layer of dust and rock fragments called the lunar regolith. Lunar regolith. It is a rocky, cratered, and barren landscape with no atmosphere and no liquid water on its surface. The lunar surface is divided into highlands, which are light colored and heavily cratered, and maria, which are darker, smoother areas formed by ancient lava flows. Lunar regolith. The layer of loose fragmented rock materials covering the entire surface created by impact of asteroids, meteoroids, and solar radiation. Lunar regolith is the unconsolidated layer of dust, rocks, and rock fragments that cover the moon's surface. It's formed by the continuous impact of meteoroids and the effect of solar radiations on cosmic rays on the moon's bedrock. The regolith is a thicker layer, typically a few meters deep, and consists a wide range of particle size from boulders down to microscopic dust particles. Impact craters. The lunar surface is densely covered with the craters of varying sizes formed by collisions with space rocks over billions of years. Impact craters are bowl-shaped depressions on planetary surfaces formed by high-speed impact of objects like asteroids or meteorites. These craters are dominant features on many solid solar system bodies, including Moon, Mercury, and some asteroids. Highlands, light colored, older, heavily cratered regions that dominate the far side of the Moon and most of the near side. Lunar highlands are the light colored elevated regions on the Moon's surface, making up about 83% of its crust. They are characterized by irregular surfaces heavily cratered from ancient impact and are composed primarily of anorthositic anorthositic silicate rocks. In contrast to the darker lower lying lunar maria or plains, the highlands are significantly older and more heavily cratered. Maria. Dark Smoother, lower lying areas on the nearer side of the moon, representing solidified lava flow from ancient volcanic activity. Lunar maria are large, dark basaltic plains on the moon formed by the ancient volcanic eruptions, filling impact basins. They are less reflective than the highland, making them appear dark to the naked eye. These plains, also known as seas, cover about 15 to 16% of the moon's surface and are some of the most prominent features visible from Earth. Mountains. Ancient high-lying landforms resulting from impact events during the moon's early history. Lunar mountains, also known as lunar hills, are mountains, ranges or isolated mountains found on the surface of the moon. They are formed by various geological processes including impact events and volcanic activity. South Pole Aitken Basin. The largest and oldest impact basin on the moon, stretching across nearly a quarter of the surface. The South Pole of Aitken Basin (SPA) is the moon's largest impact feature, named because it spans the territory from the small Aitken crater to the moon's south pole, or nearly a quarter of the moon's surface. Absence of water and atmosphere. The moon has no significant atmosphere to protect its surface from space radiations or to cause erosion, leading to a preserved ancient landscape. Lack of plate tectonics. Unlike Earth, the moon does not have a plate tectonics, which contributes to the relative stability of its surface feature. So far, we discussed about the moon, that is the lunar surface. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.